Hello everyone, it's Faye, and I hope you guys having a wonderful day, and welcome to my very first speed build video on this channel. So for today, I tried to make a family home in Newcrest on a 20 by 15 lot, I think. Yeah, so I tried to challenge myself and make a fully functional house to make it easy for gameplay if you'd like to download this, and I also tried to make it fully base game, and honestly it was really quite a challenge since it's been a long time since I made a house only with base game or any build in particular actually. So yeah, it was really challenging to remember only the base game items and the placements of them and everything. But yeah, so the house is a two-story home with 3 bedrooms for a family of 3, two parents and a teenage girl. And the third bedroom, I imagined it for like some guests who likes to spend the nights in the house. Or maybe if you'd like, you can make it for like another family member, like grandparents or another child. And for the style, I tried to make it a suburban house. Well, not a traditional one, nor a modern one, of course, like in between. Well, that's what I imagined it. Well, I mostly had the inspiration from Pinterest, but it's not completely from the inspiration, just like some part of it. So yeah. And so here the outside's starting to come together now, and I tried to make it cute at the same time, keeping it a little bit simple to fit in the surroundings and the neighborhood is in. Just like to keep it in like the same style of it. And here I'm trying to figure out the little details of the exterior, like the foundation and the terrain paints, to make it a little bit more realistic. And adding like some plants and landscaping, of course, to make the build more cute, and I just like to fill in the blanks. I feel like the words come out a little bit strangely today. I don't know why. Or is this maybe like just because I'm starting to catch a little bit of cold since the weather changed today. It was really chilly and really cold. Especially in the last few days. Like right now it's like 6 degrees Celsius, by the way, not Fahrenheit. But yeah, I'm trying to find the English words to speak. And here I'm trying to make some flower beds or plants. And you can see I'm struggling to find the plants. I do remember some plants. They're usually the plants that I place in every build, among other plants. But I know that they are like base game. But with the other DLC, you just have them in another placement, and just to remember them like all that, it's kind of struggling to find the other ones just with base game and seeing like only the normal ones and everything. I'm just like, I know this is here, just where is it? But yeah. So finally I figured it out, and here I try to make a little small backyard. I mean, even if it's a small lot, it does deserve a small backyard to have like some barbecue or having like some dine outs or just to chill outside, or yeah, or something like that. I don't know why, but this part of the build, specifically like the backyard, reminds me of like the very first build I have ever made in The Sims. Of course, it was only with base game, and I believe it was kind of a little bit different from this one. It was like with less items, and I didn't like it much, but of course it was like my first ever build. But yeah, the improvements like comes with training and just building some more. It just make your builds like way more better. And to learn, especially to learn from other fellow simmers, like there are like some really talented people. Oh my god, I feel like I can't speak one word without misspelling it or something like that. For like, this is I know that this is my very first voiceover I ever made, and I thought it would be like a little bit easier, but I'm still struggling with just the words. Well, not firstly, I have to think like what to talk about and everything, and also about the build, but just to make the words get out like more properly, it's kind of hard. So yeah, just bear with me. So here I'm trying to figure out how to make the floor plan. I try to make it a little bit more simple, also more open from like between the kitchen and the dining area, and just to be like open on the entryway. And here I'm just trying to figure out how the kitchen will be. Also the color scheme of it. I tried to apply like the colors of the exterior here, like light colors, kind of cute, and mostly nude. I did include like some colors in some clutter, but mostly just keeping it like more simple. And I I always try to for the clutter, I try my best to just go through the whole catalog and just take it out and import it like on the counters and figure out where they can be, like to not miss anyone's, because I tried it many times, okay, to like build the and make the color without like straight from the catalog, and it was kind of challenging. I don't know why. I always have this problem. Like I remember, like I want this color here, but I didn't take it out. Then I remember another one, so I always try to make them all in front of me to see like are they too much, is it not enough, or something like that, just to keep them like all in one place. And at the same time, I try to make some places for the Sims to be able to cook and just to make any meal in the kitchen. And here I'm trying to figure out the wallpaper. I don't know why, but I always struggle with the wallpaper. Like, I know how to put like the furniture and everything with the colors and all that, but for the wallpaper, I always struggle. And I have a really long time just to decide and like which one to make. So yeah. And here I'm trying to do the flooring, and also I love the updates when they made it possible to paint the ceiling. It was such a beautiful update, especially for the screenshots, even for the gameplay. Like to see your home is totally complete, especially when we have like a dark theme house or like builds and everything. Like that ceiling before was like all white or kind of a grayish. Feels like the build it's not really complete. But now the build it's not really it's like now we can paint like some woods or anything to make it like more creative. So yeah, and here I try to make the dining area. I know it's in front of the entryway, but it felt like the right place for it. Also, I try to keep the entryway a little bit simple, like just have somewhere to put your keys when they like enter, and just have like some hanger for the jackets and everything. And here I just came back to the kitchen. I just saw, like I said before, I see something else, and then I remembered that I have to put it like in the kitchen or in another room. So like I just come like go back and forward just to make the place a little bit more lived in. And here under the stairs, I was like completely like lost of what to make in there. But at the end, I was like thinking of making it like a little just a small place for like a reading nook. So I just made it like a little with a little library there, and a chair so that the Sims can sit there and read. Like also in front of the window to see outside and everything. And it just seemed like it just fits there so perfectly. And at that time, I just remembered like some videos I used to see in YouTube or in other places, like to learn some tricks and everything. Like how about The Sims and like just some other simmers making those weird empty like places in the build kind of look more creative and like just more built in. And here for the living room, I try to make it more simple and a little bit cozy by placing like a fireplace to just make the room not so cold for the Sims. Also, for the coffee table, I try to make it a round one by placing a rectangular one like multiple times and just rotating it to make a new custom round coffee table. And here I just try to, again, with the weird places, like trying to figure out where to make a bookshelf or like to place some windows. Because the wall where the chimney is, it just seemed a little bit empty, but with the TV and everything, and especially with the fireplace, the windows just weren't like really good idea to make it there. So I just tried to make some plants and an extra chair or sofa. But like yeah, every weird place, every like empty place when you think about it, if you want to make it full, just just um just place a plant. Like plants are a lifesaver. So yeah. Here I'm trying to figure out the extra room downstairs, like I talked about it earlier. I tried to make it at first like an office, but then I just decided to make it like an extra room, like a bedroom for a guest or something that came in and just want to spend the night in. But yeah, and also I try to keep it a little bit simple since there is not much space. So just like a bed and a wardrobe so that the Sims can change their clothes, and yeah, just to make it more functional. And yeah, I just like made like this space a little bit more lived in. Also like with the clutter, like with some creams and the plants and everything. So yeah, I think this room like came out together. It just need like some wallpaper and some paintings, like just to decorate the room more. And with that, I just like the bed is blue and the painting is also blue, so I thought the room is more bluer than ever. So maybe like need another wallpaper color just to make it more like beautiful. So yeah, here we are just stepping out on to the second floor to try to figure out what to do with the other bedrooms and the bathrooms upstairs. So here's the master bedroom for the parents. I tried to make the space a little bit well, not modern, but a little bit more just like simple. And also here I tried to put the night tables, but I always find them like the size of them is always so big. So I was trying to make them a little bit smaller, but with the space is a little bit bigger than downstairs, I tried maybe of making like the kitchen cabinets, that the smaller ones just there, and they always make a really good fit to place them in some areas like that, and to make them like a custom light table, since they are only like for decoration and everything. So yeah. Here also for the bedroom, I made this also just a little bit simple with the bed, the wardrobe, and though there is like two wardrobes where the Sims can change their outfits and everything, but just like to keep the basic things. And since the room is a little bit bigger, it's just like needed more clutter and everything, so just with the lighting, and I tried to put like an ottoman there in front of the bed, but it just seemed like the space is more crowded, so it was like a better idea just like to keep it simple with just like a small decorations and everything, um just like a painting, some plants, and all like small decorations like on the nightstands. And yeah, so here for the teenage girl bedroom, I also tried to make it more simple. And since like she's a girl, I tried to make it a little bit more pink, and just like place some more pink tones everywhere. But at the same time, I tried to make it a little bit different from the other bedrooms, like to have that pink on the wallpaper and just like make the furniture and everything like a little bit white, but with nude colors like everything else. And yeah, so just like the bed and the wardrobe, and just to personalize it, the room a little bit more, I put an easel, yeah, for like painting and everything, since in real life I really love to paint and just to draw. So I thought maybe like we can put it here as well. So yeah, it's a little bit more um it's just to make the sim like to play in more. And also I tried to put a little guitar there for, I mean, an artist can be like different in many ways, like artists in painting or also a musician like a musician. So the sim can design and be more creative in many domains. So yeah. And here I'm just trying to figure out how um I'm just trying to figure out how to have the room more cluttered with the decorations and the paintings and everything. And I really liked how the room came together at the end. It seemed a little bit more lived in, like the other rooms with all the extra activities and everything. So yeah, it was really beautiful. And the funny thing is when I finished the room, I saw it like it's more familiar to me than the other ones. And then I remembered my bedroom back in my parents' house. It's completely like that. Like all the furniture is white, and the room, like just the wallpaper is everything in pink. Like the walls are all in pink, even the pillars are in pink and everything, and the bed and the wardrobe and also the desk is everything in white. Also my bookshelf and everything is also in white. So it was like it's completely like that. It's just from when I was like young, I always wanted a room like that, and when I became a teenager I just made it like happen. So yeah, when I saw this room, I was like, how did I just make it like my own bedroom and didn't even realize it? So yeah, here in the hallway, I just tried to make a desk and to have like a computer and to study and to have like some homework or something like that, and just decorated with some books and clutter. Also in the other corner of the stairs, I just, as usual, as I said, like a weird place. You just place like a plant or something to read or like a weird activity here. It is like always like the good fit for any weird or like empty place. Um, yeah, so I just made this like this upstairs hallway just like for studying and to like just to relax and chill and like have something to read back there. So yeah. And here I just started to realize how I didn't change any lights or anything in the other room. So I just like came back and tried to find like some lights for every room. And yeah, I think the build just was kind of good like that. So I just jumped to the exterior and see what other things I can like add for some places that were empty. Also to see with the lighting that was missing from the exterior. Also, I think at the end I did put a mailbox because I forgot it at the first. And yeah. So with the video coming to an end, you can find this house on the gallery. My ID is FayMoon98, and you can also find this under the hashtag FayMoon. Also, if you want to have the tray files, you can find them in my Patreon, which will be links in the description box down below, as well as my other accounts. And I hope you guys have a wonderful time. So see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.